Hello and welcome to another exciting episode of SIC X-Raying FACTS. I am Joseph Njoko. On this week's episode of the program, we will be discussing mental health. Yes, mental health. There has been a lot of misconceptions when mental health is being discussed. Some persons feel that mental health is only associated with people who are mad. Well, that is not the case. Well, I did a little bit of research, and mentalhealth.gov had this definition to give on mental health. It is stated that it is described as the emotional, psychological, and social well-being. That is what they had to say about mental health. Now, there are a couple of factors that contribute to mental health problems. Now, it is when we are talking about mental health problems that we now have stages of these problems. Well, of course, the extreme stage may now refer to those who are mad, as it were, as the society might conceive of it. So, what are some factors that may contribute to not having a good mental health state? Now, one of those factors could be biological factors, genes or brain chemistry. Another could be life experiences such as trauma or even abuse. Now, this is another factor. Now, the third factor could be family history. Maybe someone in the family line once had mental health problems. It could affect one of the people in that genealogy. Now, we have been able to itemize some factors that may cause mental health problems. Now, what are the signs? What is it that you might notice or see in a person or even in yourself, and you kind of see it that this could be a mental health problem that I'm having, or that he's having, or that she's having? Now, one is eating too much or too little. Eating or sleeping too much or too little. Now, when you find that you are in either of these extremes, it could be a sign of a mental health problem. Now, another sign is pulling away from people and unusual activities excessively. When one is excessively reserved, always being on their own, even in social activities, they are always on their own every time, it could be a sign to a mental health problem. Now, a third is having low or no energy. When one is always weak, and you may not necessarily be sick, but you find that you're just always tired or lazy to do something, that could be a sign to a mental health problem. Now, another is feeling helpless or hopeless. When you're always tired of a situation or things going on around you, every time it's burdening you, that could be a sign of a mental health problem. Now, another could be feeling unusually confused, forgetful, on the edge, angry, upset, worried, or scared. Now, these symptoms or signs could be signs of a mental health problem. Now, it could also be yelling or fighting, always with family or friends. So when you find yourself always yelling or fighting, or want to quarrel with friends or family, it could be a sign of a mental health problem. Now, thinking of harming yourself or others always could also be a sign of a mental health problem. Now, if you have any of these signs, does it mean the situation is hopeless? Of course not. Of course not. Now, here are some things that you could do to improve your situation. First, get help. Get professional help. Just like when you're feeling feverish or feeling some kind of body pain, you want to see a doctor to check you out and prescribe a solution. That's the same way you should take it when it comes to your mental health. You should get professional help. See a psychologist, see a psychiatrist, and then they would be able to provide the right solution to whatever problem or phase that you're going through. Now, another is connecting with others. Engage in fun activities, go out. Engage in sports with people. That could help lower the stress level and help in a positive mental health state. Another is staying positive. Don't dwell on negative thoughts. Don't do that. Don't feel like, oh, it's so much, I can't deal with it. No, don't do that. Stay positive. Regardless of the situation, it is going to get better. Always have that mindset. It's going to help your mental health state. Another is helping others. There's this old saying, old wise saying, of course, that says giving makes you happy. And it's true. When you give and you see the joy in others, there's this inner calm and excitement that you feel at the same time, and it helps lowers your stress level. So, lastly, get enough sleep. Regardless of the workload, how busy you might want to be, do not joke with your sleep. Get enough sleep. Do that, it helps your mental health. Now, we are going to be discussing more of this as we progress in subsequent episodes. But for now, for today's episode, kindly drop your experience or comments in the comment section. And remember, never seek a permanent solution to a temporary problem. Don't do that. The problem will pass. So don't think of a permanent solution to something that would eventually pass. Suicide is not an option. It's a no-no. No suicide. Regardless of the situation, no suicide. Feel free to subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's free. And follow us on all our social media platforms. Send us a WhatsApp message for sponsorships and advert placements on the number right there on the screen, 090-1183-6628. Until next time, I am Joseph Njoko. Have a great week.